passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 54 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On third down, Russell. He finds his man, complete. It's Walters. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Russell. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. To throw on third down, Russell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Throwing on first down, Russell. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Russell. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down on the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10.
2 on the play. Brings up third.
From the gun on third down, Russell. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Waters. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 44. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Waters. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Waters. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Watson on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. On 1st and 10, Russell. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Russell. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Russell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. On 3rd down, Russell. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Russell. He finds his man, complete. That's Walters. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the 1st quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage he gave up and give him a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. On 1st down, Russell. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffith. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Russell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That's timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Watson. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They get it on first down.
When you're throwing the ball downfield like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a first down throw. Watson steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Back to throw. Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now it's Jennings. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a toss here, short side. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Russell. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing on first down. Russell. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, Russell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Watson on 3rd down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
He'll take it at the 42. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Russell. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. To throw on 3rd down. Russell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where you see the final score there. Gabriel Davis. A touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Jonathan Taylor, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To throw again on second down. Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Off of play action, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They go up the middle with Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, and it'll be third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
So here's Washington now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Russell.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Russell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
To throw on 2nd down. Russell. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Russell. And that is incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Holding, repeating.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. This one caught by Winslow. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st down, Russell. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Russell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Alexander. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Russell. And he's going to be dropped.
Back at the 15-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 6-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns set to take over.
And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 29, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Waters. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And Chubb will try the middle here. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. Russell. He's going to fire one. Deep left sideline. He's got a man. Complete. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Russell firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Russell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Griffith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown! 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down at 5. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the gun on third down. Russell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Owens. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air yet again. Watson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Chase Young
in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson.
Fires a slant, complete to Tolbert.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, it's Watson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Watson now to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Gain of 4. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Washington,
they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.